Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm Kelsie and today we have an upper body workout for you. You only need a couple of things. You need a light set of dumbbells. I've got 3s here. And then you also need a light to moderate band. I recommend light or light to medium. I wouldn't go medium or above. So keep it on the lighter side for that resistance. It will be easy to scale based on simply moving the anchor point of your hand. But I want your range of motion to be accessible and complete and full. Not be limited by too strong of a resistance there. Also make sure you have your water on hand, and if you have not already warmed up, head to my 10-minute warm up, my 10-minute bar warm up up here. Get warm, come back and join us and we'll get going. So we're gonna go ahead and make our way to the back of our mat here, stand with our feet hip width apart, toes are parallel. Big inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, fold yourself in half, finding a little bend in those knees. Walk it down to your straight arm plank, and we're gonna freeze right here and find our best form, starting at the hips. We're gonna tuck the hips in and up toward the chest, that's a posterior pelvic tilt. You're gonna pull the navel into the spine, press through the upper back and shoulders. Fingertips are wide fingertips, and your gaze right above the fingertips there. Best form, hold on to it. 4, 3, we're gonna walk it back up on 1, inhale, reach, exhale, fold, repeat. Here we go, up, inhale, reach, exhale, fold, down, reestablish that plank, reverse it back up. So taking these interims at your own pace with an emphasis on form rather than speed. So finding your best form at the bottom before you reverse direction. Let's go, last one here. Walk it down, re-tuck those hips, nice job. We're gonna tap that right knee with that left hand, then tap the left with the right. Tap, replace, tap, replace. So we're not strongly pulling that knee into the chest, we're just tapping it, maintaining the balance through our standing leg and arm. Finding that control through the core and the shoulders. Breathe with it here. Challenge yourself to keep those shoulders and hips squared to the floor each time you tap. 4 more like that. Here's 4, 3, 2, the last one here. Tuck the hips to finish. Little tuck, tuck. Little scoop of that core in and up. Hang on to that solid plank form. For 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, knees down on 1. Press the hips back, chest down to the floor. Little reset here. Carefully float yourself back up. Okay, we're gonna get into some push-ups here. Here's what we're gonna do. If you would like to do push-ups on the toes, take that challenge. If you wanna come down to the knees, you're gonna press the hips forward so that they're in line with the spine. You can pull the knees and the heels into the seat. Takes a little pressure off the kneecaps. Either way, you want those hips forward so you put the majority of the work into the muscles in the upper body that we're working. We're gonna start with a form of tricep push-ups. So your hands are right beneath the shoulders, elbows tucked in. So you want to externally rotate that shoulder so the elbows can graze the sides of your torso on the way down. Here we go. Assume your position, whether that's on the knees or the toes. Nice hollow body form. Take the chest to the floor, 2 counts. Down, 2, press, 2, bend, and press. Nice job. Keep it going. Last one slow. We speed it up, tempo it out after this one here. Here we go. Bend, press, bend, press. If you're on your knees, pressing those hips forward, just like this. For 4, 3, 2, hold it low on 1, pulse 8 times right here. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, knees down on 1, press it up. Seat to the heels. Another child's pose. Okay, we're gonna roll it back up. We're gonna get back into some push-ups. This time, also tricep push-ups. We also work the shoulders. Any variation of push-ups we do, we are working the shoulders, but we can lean into different muscle groups when we pick a slightly different angle at which we approach the push-up. This time, we're gonna be on our knees, all of us, on the knees, pressing the hips forward, and you're gonna walk your hands out in front of you as far as you can control. Pull the elbows in. You're gonna draw the elbows to the floor. 2, up, 2. Tap the elbows to the floor and lift, just like that. Inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. Keeping that nice hollow core. 2 more slow. Last one here, then we're gonna speed this up. Here we go. Down, up, elbows tap, lift. For 4, 3, 2, hold it down on 1, little pulses right there in that point of tension. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, press it up. Oh my goodness, triceps on fire already. Nice job, press it back forward. Okay, regular push-ups, reassume your position. Tuck the hips, take it down 2 counts, here we go. Down, 2, press, 2. Bend, and press. Speed it up to finish, you have 8. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5. Finish strong right here, 4 more. 3, 2, last one, finish strong, down, press, knees down. Last child's pose. Woo, I need it, I don't know about you. Okay, curl the hips, tuck it up. Quick sip of water if you need it. Once you've caught your breath, you're gonna come into your pike. And you're gonna curl the toes under, drive the hips to the ceiling. Press the chest in toward the thighs, pedal the knees, pedal the heels. You want to keep that chin to the chest. I can't bring it all the way in myself because then my mic will flush with my neck and make a weird sound. But you want to make sure your chin is tucked into the chest there. Then you're going to take that right arm, reach to the outside of that left leg, press and twist. Opening that chest up through the arm, and then go ahead and replace. Switch. Nice job. Take it back to center. We're going to draw the heels up, down, up, down. Here's 4, 3, 2, all the way forward to a plank on 1. Pull the chest down to the floor, and then draw the chin up, chest up. Nice job. Press it back into the child's pose 1 more time. And then take that right arm to the outside of the mat. Left arm presses over the right and press down. And then take it to the other side. Then go and take it back to center. Curl the toes under, press the hips up. Slowly walk yourself up until that weight shifts back into the heels. Roll it up 1 vertebrae at a time. Grab a sip of water. Grab your light weights. And we're gonna jump in to some arm work here. Some more arm work. We're doing arm work already. I know you're feeling warm here through the shoulders, through the triceps, corners of your chest. We're gonna hit it all today. Total upper body. We're gonna start with our light weights here. So go ahead and grab your light weights. You're gonna stand in the center of your mat with your feet hip width apart, toes are parallel. Soft bend the knees, core strong. Elbows into the sides, palms forward. Press it up 2 counts. Up, 2, down, 2. Press, and down. Keeping the shoulders low, back nice and neutral. Little combo here, here we go. We take it up, half lift, all the way up, all the way down. Up, a little half press, and down. Resetting between each. Keep that going. Here's 3. Here's 2. Starting to feel the upper back and shoulders fire up. Here's 1. You're gonna come all the way down and then you're gonna come up halfway, little presses here. Press, press. Tiny little presses through the upper back and shoulders. Feeling that squeeze through the biceps as well. But we don't wanna be shrugging with it. Keep the shoulders low. Here's 4. 3, hold the lift on 1. We're gonna lower those hands forward. Down, 2, lift, 2, down, and lift. Keeping the elbows right where they're at. We're not letting those elbows drop at all. 2 more like that. All right, little combo after this one. Here we go. We take it down, forward, back, lift. Down, forward, back, lift. Keep that going. Last one here. You're gonna hold this lift right here. Little press, press. This is where you finish this part. Last movement in this position, hang on to it. For 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and bring those elbows down to the side, palms up. We're gonna curl it up 2 counts. Up, 2, down, 2. You'll notice those are lateral curls. I'm bringing those weights out to the side, not in front of my body. Keeping the palms up here. Keeping that back control, that core strong. Isolating that work to the biceps here. Nice job. We're gonna speed this up after this one here. Here we go. Curl down, curl down. A little faster. Keep it going. 4 more. Here's 4, 3, 2. Hold it halfway down on 1. Pull the elbows in, and pause. Pull them in, and freeze. So from the side here, I'm trying to drive those elbows behind my back, keeping the hands pressed back. Hold the elbows in, press the hands at tempo. Press, press. Whew. Feel a sweat bead dripping right down the center of my back right here. Good reminder to squeeze my shoulder blades together. Hold it out, pull the elbows in, pull, pull, just tempo here. Nice job. Here's 4, 3, begin to walk the toes out, toes turned out. We're gonna press it out 2 counts as we take it down. 2, lift, 2, extend, pull it in. Just like that, you've got this. 4 more, here's 4. Here's 3. Here's 2. Here's 1. You're gonna hold it out, pull the weights together in the center, elbows are high. So like you've got a beach ball right here, like you're hugging a beach ball. Go ahead and lower those weights down. We're gonna lift them up 2 counts. Here we go. Up, 2, down, 2. Staying deep in that wide second position. Seat stays low, knees pressing behind you the whole time. Nice job. Exhale on that lift, right there. Inhale on that release. Last one slow. And we've got a little combo here. Here we go. We pull it up, extend, bend, down. Lift, extend, bend, lower down. Last combo, hold it in, press the weights together in the center, add a pulse. Down, pulse, pulse. Shoulders low, elbows high right here. Press those weights a little bit further out. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release, drop the weights. Okay, shake it out. Quick sip of water if you need it. I know I need it. Okay. All right. Now we've got a good little pump going in our upper body. We're gonna add some insult to entry, do a little bit more concentrated movement with our band on one side, and then we'll even it out on the other. So what I'd like you to do, I'd like you to grab that band with your right hand palm up, and then grab the other side with your left hand palm down. And depending on the resistance of your band and then where you're at today, you're gonna anchor it somewhere around your abdomen or hip on that left side, enough so that you feel the tension, but you can still get through a full range of motion with our movement. We're starting with bicep curls here. So plant the feet hip width apart, toes are parallel. Anchor that band down to your hip, soft bend in the knees, pull that curl up 2 counts. Up, 2, down, 2. You're keeping that elbow anchored right there into the torso. If you see here, curl, and down, back stays flat and strong. Speed up these curls, tempo it out. Here we go. Curl, down, curl, down. continue these curls, we're gonna add a little combo. We curl it up, press, pull it in, and down. Curl, press, pull it in, and down. Keep that going, 4 more like that. Here's 4. Here's 3. Here's 2. Here's 1. You're gonna single it out after this one. Here we go. Curl, release, like that. Yes. Here's 4, 3, 2, hold it halfway up on 1, curl pulse tempo, curl pulse, curl pulse. Feel that burn kick in. Here's 4, 3, 2, hold it down on 1, you're gonna grip it, you're gonna press it out, 2, down, 2. So a little lateral raise here. You may need to adjust that anchor point, but I want you to keep a 90-degree bend and that elbow all the way out, all the way down. Speed it up here. Here we go. Lift, down, lift, down. Feeling that tension through your deltoid on that outer upper arm on that right side. 4, 3, 2, hold it out on 1 little lift to finish. You've got this for 8, 7, 6, 5, hang on for 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Quick shakeout, quick shakeout. Okay, now you're gonna have that anchor point in at the chest or right below the sternum, maybe top of the abdomen. You're gonna lift that elbow up and then you're gonna extend that little cinnamon roll, that little part of that fist straight out 2 counts, just like this, and pull it in. So extend, 2, then 2. This is firing up that deltoid, but also the tricep. Also heavily targeting the tricep here. All those good muscles that pop through that upper arm. Keep it going. Speed it up here, here we go. Extend, bend, bend. Don't let that band snap you back in. I'm talking to myself here too. Here's 8. Here's 6. Woo! 4, 3, 2, hold it in on 1. You're gonna press that hand up. 2, down, 2. So you'll notice I have the band curled around my palm here. You're gonna press it up, overhead, and down. A lot of shoulder here. You may need to anchor that a little bit higher on the chest. Press, 2, down, 2. 3 more. Woo! Here's 2. Here's 1. Hold it up at the top, punch it out 8 times for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Oh my goodness. Okay. Feels good. We love it. We love that feeling. Okay, you're gonna grab that band. You're gonna anchor right here at the chest. I'm turning to the side so you can see my position a little better. Still got that palm gripped and in/down. You've got your elbow glued into your torso there. Soft bend in those knees, slight hinge forward from the waist. We're gonna slide that elbow back and extend the arm straight back 2 counts, further powering up that tricep. So back, 2, in, 2. Back for 2, in for 2. I'll show you from the front here, just like that. All right, we're speeding this up. You have 8. Here we go. Press, release, press, release. 4 more right here. Here's 4, 3, 2. Hold it back on 1. That whole straight arm lower and lift. Here we go. Down, squeeze, lift. Down, squeeze, lift. Here's 4. Here's 3, 2. Hold the lift on 1. Lift 8 times to finish. You've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Shake it out. Okay, switching that grip. Sip of water. Let's grab a sip of water first. Beautiful thing about an online video, an online workout, is you can pause this video at any moment. If you need a break, if you need to rest, take that necessary rest. I'd like you to approach side 2, with as much energy as you had on side one, or at least enough to get through all these movements with the same intensity and effort that you did on that first side, keeping things even, both that right and left arm. So left arm is working this time. You're gonna grip up with that left palm, down with that right, press it down toward that thigh, pull the elbow in, soft bend in both knees, pull the core in strong, chin stays lifted, pinch the shoulder blades together behind the back and curl it up 2 counts. Here we go. Curl, 2, down, 2. Curl, and down. Feeling that fire also through that right stabilizing arm as you curl here. Speed it up. Curl, release. Curl, release. Exhale on the press. Here's 4, 3, 2. On 1, you've got a little combo. Here it is. That's curl, press, pull it in, release. Curl, press, pull it in, release. Four more here. Here's 3. Here's 2. Here's 1. You're gonna hold it out, curl pulse right here. Curl pulse, curl pulse. For 4, 3, 2, pull the elbow in on 1. You've got singles for 8. Here's 6. Here's 4, 3, 2. Hold it halfway on 1. We're gonna press it out 2 counts. Here we go. Up, 2, down, 2. That lateral lift, keeping that elbow bent at 90 degrees on the way out. And in, nice job. Firing up that deltoid. 4 more. Here's 4. Here's 3. Here's 2. We're gonna speed it up on 1. Here we go. Press and release. Up, down, lift, down. 3, 2, hold it up on 1, pulse it 8 times. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Check it out real quick. Real quick, we're gonna change that anchor point. We're gonna lift that elbow up, anchor your band to the center of your abdomen or your lower chest, and you're gonna keep that elbow high, shoulder low. We extend it out, 2, in, 2. Extend and bend. I'll show you from the side. So I'm keeping my elbow right where it's at, punching my fist straight out laterally with that little cinnamon roll, firing up the tricep here. We're gonna speed it up after this slow one here. Here it is. Out, in, extend, bend. Woo! 4, 3, 2, hold it out on 1, little punches there. Punch, punch. Here's 4, 3, finish it 2, and 1, release. Nice job. Okay, now anchor that right where it's at in the center of the chest. Grab that band around the palm. You're gonna press it overhead, 2 counts. Up, 2, down, 2. Working that shoulder. Whew. Some shoulder presses, adding some insult to injury there. All those muscles of the shoulder. For 4. Here's 3. Here's 2. Keeping that back neutral. Don't arch that back when you press overhead. Keep it nice and neutral, core strong. Speed it up. You have 8. For 8. 7. 6. 5. Get a full extension there. Here's 4. 3. 2. You're gonna hold at the top on 1, little 8 punches to finish. For 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2, 1, release. Okay, shake it out. You're gonna place that anchor point now at the chest, right where it's been. Keep the elbow pulled in, keep the fist pulled in toward the chest. We're gonna find a slight hinge forward from the waist, and we're gonna slide the elbows back, extend the arms straight for 2 counts, pull it in for 2. Extend for 2, bend for 2, firing up the tricep here. Really concentrating that work to the tricep with that slight hinge in that fixed elbow. 3 more slow. Here's 3. Here's 2. We're gonna speed it up after this one. You have 8. Here it is. 8, 7, 6, 5. Here's 4, 3, 2. Hold it back on 1. Lower, lift that straight arm. Down, squeeze, lift. Down, squeeze, lift. Driving that little cinnamon roll to the ceiling, that small part of your fist. For 4, 3, 2. Hold the lift on 1. Lift 8 times to finish at the top. For 8, 7, 6, 5. Little straighter, a little higher. For 3, 2, 1. Drop the band, release. Okay. I feel all noodly. Noodly all over. Grab a sip of water. We're gonna go ahead and get some mobility in here now. Go ahead and lose those toys. Stand with your feet hip width apart, toes parallel. Soften and bend in your knees. You're gonna take your right hand, slide it all the way up by the ear, keeping that palm in. And then when you get to the top, I want you to drop that shoulder, flip the palm, reach all the way back behind you. And then slowly come down, let it graze the side of your thigh on the way in, right back up. Come all the way to the top, stop, drop the shoulder, flip the palm, and reach. Keeping both shoulders and hips forward the whole time. And then on the way back, you're going to flip the other direction. Naturally let your palm flip in until you reach right at the top. Drop that hand behind the back, take that other arm up overhead, grab the elbow, little side bend and tug. Keep that chin lifted, chest lifted. And then release. You're gonna pull that arm across the body, give it a little bit of a tug. We're not pulling here. Keep the shoulder low, roll at the wrist. Nice job. And you're gonna grab that palm up and forward. Go and just lower, slowly, and lift. Nice and slow. Feeling that little tug through the bicep. Last one here. Okay, release. Back to those palms down by the side. Left arm reaches up overhead. Nice and slow. Right till the top and then stop. Drop the shoulder, flip the palm, reach all the way back. As far as you can get it back there without compromising the shoulders and the hips. Right back up. Raising the thigh on the way in, all the way up to the ear. Dropping the shoulder, flip the palm, big reach. And then at the bottom, you're gonna reverse direction, flip that palm naturally on the way in until you stop at the top, drop it behind the head. Reach that other arm up overhead as you grab the elbow and side bend. A little tug on that tricep. And then release, take that arm across your body. Give it a little tug, keep that shoulder low. Roll at the wrist. Nice job. And then go ahead and grab that palm, fingertips down, palm up, inner part of your arm up. Feel that nice stretch. You can pull that arm down slowly and then back up. Let's do that once more. Nice job catching our breath. Beautiful. Now you're gonna grab both hands behind the back, pinching behind the shoulder blades. Give yourself a little hug. You can lift and lower that bottom elbow. And carefully release. You're gonna interlace your fingers behind your back. Soft bend in the knees, slight hinge forward from the waist, and then lift the arms up. You can alternate pressing the shoulders toward the floor. Try to lift the arms even higher. Nice job. And then carefully release. Reach both arms up overhead. Big nice shrug at the top. And then exhale, go and pull those hands into the chest. Give yourselves a round of applause. Great job today. Thanks for joining me for this upper body strength workout. Hopefully you feel good. Hopefully you feel good tomorrow. And don't forget to subscribe. I've got the button down here. Tell your family and friends. Kelsie Brown Fitness. I drop new bar strength workouts every Thursday. Would love to see you back for more. Thanks for joining me. See you next time.